Everything was normal in this quiet neighborhood until Karen suddenly walked toward her neighbor's house, furious about his new Wi-Fi equipment. She stopped near the equipment and shouted, "I told you this does not belong here!" Her neighbor came outside and calmly asked, "Karen, what are you doing?" "This is my Wi-Fi equipment." But Karen refused to listen. She argued that the equipment was bothering her and demanded that he remove it. The neighbor tried to explain that it was his property and that if she had a complaint, she should report it properly. But Karen became even more angry. Suddenly, she grabbed the Wi-Fi cable and pulled it loose. The connection immediately went offline. The neighbor looked at his phone and realized his entire internet connection had stopped. He said, "Karen, you just disconnected my internet." Karen replied angrily, "Maybe now you'll finally listen to me." But what Karen didn't realize was that a security camera was recording everything. The neighbor checked the camera footage and saw Karen pulling the cable herself. He saved the recording and said, "I don't want to fight with you, but you damaged my property, and I have the whole thing recorded." Karen looked toward the security camera and suddenly became quiet. A few neighbors came outside after hearing the argument. The neighbor showed them the recording. Everyone could clearly see what had happened. Karen tried to explain, "I thought the Wi-Fi equipment violated the neighborhood rules." The neighbor calmly answered, "Then you should have talked to me or contacted the proper authorities. You didn't have to damage my equipment." The situation became even more serious when the police arrived. The officers listened to both sides and reviewed the security footage. They explained that neighborhood disagreements should be handled peacefully and through the proper channels, not by damaging someone else's property. The neighbor told the officers that he didn't want revenge. He only wanted his internet fixed and wanted the argument to end. Karen finally calmed down. A technician was called and the Wi-Fi equipment was repaired. After the internet came back online, the neighborhood slowly returned to normal. But that day left everyone with an important lesson. Neighbors can disagree. People can have different opinions. But destroying someone else's property is never the right solution. And Karen learned something else that day. When you think nobody is watching, there may still be a security camera recording everything. One angry decision can turn a simple neighborhood disagreement into a problem that nobody expected.